Welcome back to Voidheart Studios, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Rush by ShoelessHistorian. The Rush is a 3D printed design made by ShoelessHistorian, as I have mentioned, and it is a pump-action, angled mag-fed, spring-powered blaster, and it's quite interesting. So, yeah, let's get into it. Starting up at the front, we have a P-car. I don't know what kind of P-car this is, but it is a P-car, not a SCAR or a B-car. And it's bright orange, as it should be. Moving back from there, we have the priming grip. This is ShoelessHistorian's own foregrip. And yeah, you just pull back and push forward to prime. It is pump action. Up at the top, you have a tactical rail that runs the full length of the blaster, and on it I have these flip-up sights. This one is kind of busted. The pin that locks the pin that holds the sight piece on came off at some point today, and I have nary a clue when. But that is unfortunate. I'll probably put a different pair of sights on here anyways. But yeah. Of course, moving back from there, you have the magwell. Now, this is an interesting magwell, as this is actually a remix of the original Rush. The Rush normally takes angled Talon magazines. I don't have angled Talon magazines, and the person I bought this blaster from doesn't have them either. So, he printed a different remix of the lower that allows it to take both angled Talons and Nightingale magazines. You just have to kind of rock Nightingale magazines in there a different way. Your best option would be to slide them in and then rock it back a little bit, and that way it'll hold secure. And it holds pretty firm. I've jiggled and jostled this thing 7 ways to heaven, and mag hadn't come loose on me yet. Of course, behind the magwell is the mag release. You strike that, and the mag will come out. Back behind the mag release is the trigger. Of course, to fire the blaster, you pull the trigger. That's pretty normal for any blaster. And behind the grip and trigger, well, of course, the grip has a sling mount. I don't review a lot of blasters that have those because Dart Zone just seems to be allergic to sling mounts. But, yeah. Of course, behind the grip, we have the stock. This is actually a folding stock. You press this button, and it folds over to the right side. It doesn't lock, but it is convenient to fold for storage, as it makes the blaster just a little bit more compact. The stock in itself feels very stable and has a good length of pull. And the grip is interesting. This is kind of a unique grip, as it's very long, but it's very skinny. Or not long, it's like from front to back it's thick, but side to side it's kind of skinny. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting one. But what I do have a little bit of an issue with is the foregrip. This foregrip, I can tell, has to be gripped in a certain way. I think it's this. But I don't know. It's weird, and it feels kind of bitty. Like it feels small for me. I don't know. But, of course, the priming block has Picatinny rail on the bottom, so you can put any foregrip you want on the Rush. And it work. And yeah, that's all I really have to cover on the overview of this thing. It's a rather simple blaster. It is just another pump action Springer, baby. So yeah, I will now go out to the range and fire it. We are out on the range with the Rush. Let's play with it. Starting off, I've got nitro shot darts. And that went over. Okay. And I've also got some ember darts. Alright. That was short. But I've misplaced a chunk of my Nightingale mags, so yeah, sorry. But yeah. Let us now go inside and talk about it. Alright, we are back inside with the Rush. Let's talk about it. So, of course, I put this blaster up over my chronograph, as I do with all my blasters, and I got an average velocity of 167 FPS. And that's honestly not bad. For the spring I have, I don't know what spring this is at all, and I don't know what the length of barrel is. But it's nice. It's a nice snappy blaster, so having that light prime while still hitting, you know, high 100s is a good thing. Now, let's talk about my opinion. Overall, I like the Rush. When it comes to pump action springers, I tend to be a little more picky because pump action springers are so prevalent and there's so damn many of them that it's just like, give me something special. I want something different. I don't want, you know, just another Harrier, or just another, and I hate to say this, just another Caliburn, or just another Nexus, or just another friggin' I'm trying to think of another one. Talon Claw, whatever. But this is different. It feels, I don't know, it feels sleeker in some way than most. It's very thin, and it's very light. My dad even told me, because I show my dad my blasters, because I'm just that kind of nerd, and my dad even told me that it's lighter than most of the printed blasters that I've showed him. And yeah, it is. It's very light, it's very sleek, it's very thin. It's got a very thin profile. Yep, there goes the front sight. Bollocks. whatever. And it's just overall a very solid blaster, despite that. Like, it feels very solid, very efficient, very snappy. Like, the trigger, this is the trigger pull. Look at how bitty this trigger pull is. Compared to, like, an off-the-shelf blaster, where this is your trigger pull. Like, this is your trigger pull with a Fury X. This is the trigger pull of the Rush. Very small trigger, very snappy, very responsive. It's a nice blaster. It's like I have no notes. I have no incoherent neurodivergent ramblings. It's just a nice blaster. And for just another pump action Springer, I think it's worth it. If you can find the hardware, if you can find the hardware, because I don't know if anybody sells full hardware kits. I think Silver Fox might. Silver Fox or Bears Wares might. And if you can, you know, either print it yourself if you have a 3D printer, or get it from somebody in your group. Bug somebody to print the parts for you and build it yourself, or maybe bug somebody to build it for you, commission somebody, or just happen upon buying it pre-owned like I did. And I would suggest going for it, because I feel like just the concept of it having angled mags, and not only taking angled mags in general, but being able to take Nightingales as well, is just a nice feature. And I don't know if it's how it works or what, but it feels different than my other pump action Springers. Like, again, like my Nexus, my Mark 1.2, my Harrier, my Caliburn's been broken for a bit now, so I haven't played with it recently. And while it's not as, like, overly unique in terms of a pump action Springer as, like, a Lynx or a Perilous or whatever, in having, like, you know, the mag in a different place or whatever, there's something about this blaster that just feels special. And you know what? I just really like it. And I wholeheartedly recommend that you purchase this blaster in whatever way you can. And I will attempt to leave buy links in the description below. If anything, you can do some research. I think it's up on Printables, on Shoeless Historian's Printables page. And I think that link has a bill of materials. Not sure. But I will try to find some sort of link that I can guide you to this funky little specimen right here. And yeah. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, the YouTube algorithm nonsense jargon. You know how to support a channel in these days. If you want to see more of my videos, hit the funny red button. And comment your favorite one of Shoeless Historian's designs. Me personally, my favorite is either the that I've seen is either the Rush or the Ogre. If I can get my hands on some Mega XL, I might bug somebody about an Ogre. I think that's Shoeless Historian. I can't remember if the Ogre is Shoeless Historian or not. As far as I know from the ones I've seen, the Rush, definitely up there. And, oh! Last thing, the Rush does have remixes. There's one called the Crush, which takes straight talons, so it removes the one unique feature of the Rush. There is one called, I believe it's called the Lush, which takes, which is dedicated for Nightingale magazines. And then he's got one in the works called the Moosh, which is meant to take Moose's double stack magazines. So, yeah. Pick and choose. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!